the male is not going to ever love you because the male is incapable of love.
That's not true. I don't think the male is incapable of love.
Yeah.
I don't think they're completely incapable.
I think men love really hard.
Oh, no, they don't.
They
no,
do.
no, they don't. See, I have a book called The 41 Shades of Men, and I have a book called The 5 Components of Love. And I teach women how to be queens. And the one thing y'all chasing men for, the reason why you never get it, is because they can't give it.
But a queen's not a queen without a king. It's a king.
We need each other.
Are you sure about that?
It's a king and a queen.
Are you sure about that?
It's a king and a queen.
Are you sure about that? Because you know the ants. I mean, because we talking science, we talking logic, right?
Yeah.
So there is no such thing as a king ant. The ant colony is run by women. There is no such thing as a king bee. So you can't say that because the facts of nature show otherwise. See,
but what about a lion? A lion.
But Auntie, we're insects.
No.
I mean, I'm also religious, and I feel like our originating story is like Adam and Eve. It's not like Eve, and it wasn't like Eve.
See, like
or
here's
Adam.
the thing. So look, like I get what you're saying. You want women to be empowered and to be able to deal without men, and men don't love and all this other stuff, and I get it. But you got to understand that that's a strategy that's going to leave a lot of women miserable.
Oh, it's only going to leave them miserable because they're deficient. They're codependent, and they think that they can get their needs met by males, but they can't. And so what they'll do is get their energy sucked dry as young women, and then when they hit my age, you know, when we hit the wall, and winter come, when winter comes, then they'll get back on here, and y'all will tell them, hey, y'all should have chose better. So the reason why they can't choose better because they don't choose themselves, they choose y'all, and they shouldn't be choosing y'all. But
I disagree, because the thing is that for all of human evolution, we've always been better together than apart. Like the thing is that you don't understand, right? You're able to say the things that you're saying now because you enjoy the modern conveniences that men have built up, where you can be by yourself.
What men? Because I read your book, and all
men
of the
created society.
Wait a minute. What men? Because the men that you named in the book didn't look like you. Elon Musk. You mentioned Elon Musk. All of these white males. Why didn't you mention any black males in your book?
MLK.
You didn't. No. He didn't mention that. I read your book, Myron.
Okay.
So none of the males that you mentioned that built the world look like y'all. So
see, here's the thing. Have dicks, though. We're not making this a race thing. We're making this a gender thing. And what I'm saying is that men built up the world. Period.
It's only black males out
I don't know why
crying.
you're deflecting here, trying to make it like a black and white thing. It's not a black and white thing.
But it's y'all
but that's
asking
irrelevant.
for submission.
She's trying to no, stop. We're not going to go down that road because the thing is that we're not going to make this a black or white thing, because that's not what the conversation is about.
But it's y'all asking for submission.
You're trying to make it a racial thing, and it's not a racial thing.
But it's
I'm
y'all
simply
asking
saying
for submission,
men
Myron.
built up the world.
But what men? Because y'all also talk about white supremacy too. And that
what?
Y'all also males, no, the black males also talk about being oppressed by the males that y'all say built the world. That's the bottom line.
Okay, who ever said that on this podcast?
Like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you making this a race podcast all of a sudden? Like, no one cares about race. I'm simply saying, because you're trying to say here, let's go back all the way here, because you're going on a tangent.
No, okay.
You're saying, oh, you're dependent upon men. You need to be able to be by yourself and, you know, be a queen, blah, blah, blah. All I'm saying, the thing is that strategy that you're telling women to employ is going to leave them sad, alone, and depressed, because women are social creatures. They like to be around a family, children, and a man.
Women. The community was
You know,
women.
stop the show. Hold on. Let's add, how many of y'all want to be single for the rest of your life? Raise your hands.
No.
Thank you.
Okay.
Point proven. You're the only one that's okay with it.
No. Here's the thing. Now you're a logical
Most
male.
women don't want that.
You're a logical male, though, right? You're a logical male.
Yes.
So, okay, since we're logical, we have to go back to psychological programming, right? Is that a thing or is it not?
Women are social creatures.
They were social amongst other women. It takes a village to raise a child. Who was the village? It's always been women. Who are women taking their children to for daycare services? Other women.
But the men
who are doing the maid services? Women. Women run pretty much everything.
But the men would go hunt, come back home, and be with the family.
He would go hunt.
Men are not hunting anymore.
No, but they're going to work though. They're making money for the family, come back home. It's the same dynamic.
In a system that y'all complain about not allowing you to be free and to be in your nature. Oh yeah.
Oh no, I'm free. I'm not complaining at all.
Because the book Why Women Deserve Less is talking about males not being able to be free in their nature. You know, going to work and you can't break this rule, that rule. That's all created by patriarchy. All of these rules that you say men created, those rules were created by men.
Well, what's your argument here? What's your argument here? I'm confused. You
My-
just went on a whole other side tangent from
No.
what we were talking about.
No, my argument is this, is that everything that y'all are saying is not fully true. It's not fully true.
Which part? Which part of it?
About men being the ones that don't need relationships, that women need relationships, and that women don't want to be single. Women were never single. Their social relationships and their social bonds have always been with other women throughout history. Throughout history.
They want dick too, though.
But why do they want dick? You know why they want dick? Because see, y'all want pair bonding. How do women get pair? How do you pair bond?
What are you
No.
saying right now?
How do you pair bond?
What the fuck, bro? She came here with an agenda, bro, to argue about some random shit that don't make sense. That isn't even what we're talking about.
Wait a minute. So
Like, what the hell?
women not wanting to be with more than one male don't have anything to do with quote unquote pair bonding.
Look, man.
Science.
Let's get back to the main point here. Your strategy that you are saying for women to employ of loving themselves and being by themselves and not worrying about men and pimp out the men and they're the hoes and we're the ones that are actually the pimps, all this other stuff, that will leave a lot of women single, depressed, without a man, with cats and dogs.
Only because they believe
So-
what y'all saying. That's all. That's the only reason why.
Bro, it's not about them believing. Because listen, a lot of women don't watch our podcast. It's mostly men that watch our podcast.
Yeah.
Women, since the beginning of time, have wanted to walk down the aisle in a white dress with a man waiting for them.
Wait a minute.
Being
Wait-
married and
that-
being in a committed relationship. Women want a relationship.
That was a production. That was a sold fantasy. That was produced by the
It's
people.
what women want.
It
It's
doesn't.
what women want.
Why do they want
That's
it?
it's biologically hardwired
no,
in women
no.
to want a mate.
No,
That's what it is.
That's false. Because if that was
Did I not just say a second ago, how many of you want to be single for the rest of your life? No one raised their hand.
well, in
You
your,
didn't even raise your hand.
no, in your book, you said that women don't want men. That's what you said in your book.
They don't
don't
want
want a majority
most
of
men.
Right, which the most men by nature aren't supposed to get women. The majority of males are supposed to die virgins. That's biological. I mean, you do study biology, right?
Bro. What the fuck, man? Like you're just
I mean, because
like,
that's how y'all talk about
you're
it.
making
Sex,
no points here.
no, that's how y'all talk about it. Sex, 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 sex. Your whole book is about sex, 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 and not being able to get it.
No, it's about not being a simp.
Uh,
I don't think you read it. You just yapping.
No, I
It
read
is the struggle of a man in today's society.
And not
Yeah.
being a simp and prioritizing yourself over women.
Yeah.
And then that actually makes you more attractive.
Well, the majority of males don't have self-discipline because sex is their number one objective.
And that's why I'm telling guys like they need to prioritize themselves first.
But they won't ever do it because sex is y'all's ruler biologically. See,
All right, bro. We're moving.
get the-
You
oh,
just
let
yapping,
me
bro.
just say one more thing. No, let me say
We're
one more
moving
thing.
on. We're moving
Go
on.
ahead.
We're moving
I'll
on.
come back to it.
Okay. Fucking incredible.
Whose auntie's this? Whose auntie's
What
this?
the fuck, man?
Okay.
Where were we before?